So let's crack on with...
Here we go!
That was a bit uncomfortable.
It damaged my spine quite badly doing this. And then it set about damaging Bristol. This didn't really hurt it either.
Yeah, battery's good, radiator's good. That'll buff out. That's got it.
So we left the city centre and went to the seaside. I'd tried careless driving, so I thought I'd try a spot of careless parking.
Look what's happened. This is the Severn estuary, home to the second biggest tide in the world. 40 feet, and it moves at 8 miles an hour. That's why the RNLI have tethered my car in place. I'm not going to get that out for hours. Damn! Damn!
The lifeboatmen and locals thought it was all a huge laugh.
So that's going to drown my car?
Oh, yes.
Well, when will I be able to get it out again?
A few hours.
Windscreen's still in.
But then disaster. The ropes tying it down had snapped.
It could be out in the...
It could be right in the main channel. You may never see it ever again.
I don't think you've quite got this. We've got to get it back.
Very kindly, they waded out to see if they could find it, but it had gone. And it didn't turn up until the tide had gone out 5 hours later. The silt had jammed the steering lock and the cylinders were flooded with seawater. It was a wreck, and though we'd brought a mechanic along, we had no spare parts. Things looked bleak.
Well, the mechanic has worked on it now for 40 minutes or so, I think. And it's not looking good. Seems then that if you want to kill one of these things, the beach, the sea, salt water is the answer. Sorry.
Wrong. Astonishingly, the Toyota was not dead.
I do not believe it! What? Right, it started. Now, let's see if it moves.
So it had survived the West Country. But would it survive our test track?
The problem is, what can we do here that we haven't already tried? difficult one.
I mean, the only solid structure we have here is this, the Top Gear production office. And that won't stop it.
The Americans have used daisy cutters on these things, to no avail. But I've got something much more powerful. The Mistral GT. What do you have to do to kill one? Right. Be a bit undignified, but here we go. Lordy Lord, I'm too old for this. I honestly can't believe this. The steering's fine, the gearbox is fine, the low-range box is fine, the brakes are fine. Even the speedo's telling me we're doing 30.
To give you an idea of just how strong this car still is, look what we've got here. It's used to fell skyscrapers. But look what happens when you thump it into the car.
Well, the day thou gavest, Lord, is ended. But, sadly, the car isn't. It survived trial by water, it survived trial by Bristol and trial by caravan, but now it must face the most difficult trial of them all. Trial by fire.
I'm so